Hello, I'm John Shepherd, and in this video we're going to take a look at the triple jump technique of a jumper from Singapore. Now, very interestingly, this guy began his athletics career as a middle distance runner, and he's shown good progress and is jumping close to 15 meters at the moment. His run-up is pretty well constructed, however, I'd like to see the hands pushed further forwards once he's attacking the board. Also, it looks like he's slightly flat-footed on some of the strides when he should be more towards the forefeet. His positioning into the takeoff for the hop is actually very good. This is because he makes very little adjustment to get onto the board. And this is reflected in his free leg drive into the hop and also the length of the non-hopping leg below the body, which will create range and distance in this phase. Having just said that, as I indicated with a caption, he's toey coming out of the hop. This is going to create a drop back down onto his heels and a sinking, there you go. And that creates a little bit of backward rotation and pops up his step and takes him off balance. Ideally, you want the arms to reach forwards and away from the body subsequent to the double arm action, and the jumper in the step phase will therefore follow in that direction. Into the jump phase, the forward rotation begins to take a greater hold and you can see the heels drop prematurely into the sand. As you'll now see in this video of Jonathan jumping, that there's greater balance and a greater flatter trajectory in that he keeps his hips and positioning much more level throughout the phases and creates greater contact speed, hauling, projecting himself through the phases in a very balanced way. Jonathan is also able to hit the track with greater force because of the solid nature of his contacts and the heel up position before the strike. Skipping drills are great for developing this contact and foot speed. And here's a specific drill to work on the arm action for the hop in particular. Here's a drill performed by Nathan Douglas, a 17 meter 60 jumper, that develops the pawing and clawing action for the contacts from the hop and step. Triple jump is all about controlled range. Okay, back to our athlete from Singapore, and here he's doing some jumps off of a short approach, and he's not hitting the same positions as he was off of the longer ones. In fact, he's suffering from a loss of speed. His takeoff is compromised and he's not getting the free leg away. Running off the takeoff is crucial too. He needs to hold the takeoff position for longer before sweeping the leg down and avoid hitching his torso, i.e. he needs to keep his torso up. Not surprisingly, a number of the faults identified off of the long run-up are manifested off of the shorter run-up. In the jump phase, you've got to get the arms up overhead and block them for a split second, as well as driving the free leg away. Working on bound combinations, bound and jump combinations, can help with the contacts and the positioning required for the jump phase. Plyometric and eccentric capacity will of course also help. And I can see that our jumper would benefit from increased leg stiffness brought about by these training methods. Regular viewers will know that I'm big on plyometrics and in particular varying the types of joint angles involved. The tendons are crucial in this respect, and working to high angles or higher angles at the knee joint can develop greater tendon reactivity and energy return, which will benefit jumping. So summing up, our Singapore jumper needs to work on developing greater leg stiffness, running into the board on his toes a little bit more, working a little bit more upright with the arm action to get his torso upright, and then getting his arms into the right place for the phases in the jump to create greater forward momentum. His contacts also need greater work on, i.e. the contact of the foot back against the track. Here's some further thoughts. At the recent British Championships where Jonathan jumped 15 metres 97, I had some feedback on his technique from another coach, and we discussed his hop takeoff in particular. You do need to drive away from the takeoff and get the free leg out in front, but the other coach pointed out that perhaps he could rotate the hopping leg more powerfully, quicker, whilst keeping the range of movement required to the forefront. In doing so, he'll generate greater contact speed and speed throughout the rest of the jump. I can see that he's sort of gone too high throughout the phases on this particular effort, and he's braked on the contacts, so therefore that faster movement of the hop could well be beneficial. So this is something else you can work on to improve your technique. Hopefully the information provided in this short video will help you and your triple jumping. Look at the drills and the ideas for improved conditioning and employ them to benefit yourself and your particular technique and your style. As usual, thanks for watching and good luck with your training and competition, and do subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to find out more about the FREELAP timing system, drop me a message.